Welcome to the Puck and Stoner Dad Show with your hosts, Ginger Claus and Dusty. We are now on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Music by Burning Bridges. Subscribe, like.
Welcome to the Puck and Stoner Dad. It's me, Ginger Claus, and Dusty here. I don't know if anyone's listening yet, but they'll check it out on YouTube eventually. I got a question for you, Dusty.
Yeah, buddy. What's going on?
With all these jokes and tweets that were made over the past couple of years, it was 3-1, it was 4-1, the Leafs lost the lead. Do you think this year they read all those and got a little upset and they were like, you know what, this year we're going to make sure we're about to lose every game and then just fucking whip it out of our ass in the third period just to show them?
I know. The comebacks is unbelievable.
Man, I haven't seen that much comeback since I wiped. Never mind.
So, I don't know. Do you live bet at all? Any of the live betting apps? Is that legal in New Brunswick?
Well, yeah, I'm a bad person to ask. I've never even bought a scratch ticket.
Oh, okay. So, like, do you get like when you're watching a hockey game?
It says Ontario only.
Okay, so it is an Ontario thing then.
Yeah.
So like,
people do like pro line here, but like there's no bet MGM or anything.
Oh, I can open up my phone with an app during the game right there. And say the Leafs are down 3-1, 4-1, I can place a bet that they're going to come back and win it, and you get like stupid odds for it.
Huh?
Yeah, it's
nice.
the year to be playing that. 100%, it's the year to be playing that.
Yeah, I guess it. Well, if you got a horseshoe up your ass like the Leafs seem to lately. Sometimes.
Man, so did you catch the highlights tonight?
Yes. I even caught, like I told you earlier, I was watching the game and then my wife was at the gym and hell broke loose with the children and they all wanted my phone.
Yeah. So
I caught.
I might have been able to listen to it, but like me and you had a phone call on my way home from work.
Yeah. So
I was like, no, I'm just gonna catch the highlights. I don't know.
It's kind of funny.
6 minutes.
It's kind of funny, eh? We missed the hockey game because we were preparing for our hockey podcast.
Yeah, well, we got the highlights and the 2 p.m. start. You can kind of forgive.
Yeah, well, roofers are off by noon on Fridays, bud, and it started at 3 here.
Yeah, lucky you. No, we don't get no early days. No rest for
No, and you get to grip the holy shit handle and hope for the best all day. It's kind of like driving with my boss, I guess.
Yeah, man, you should see what I see. It's interesting, man. Like, I sometimes wonder if I'm wearing something that says $5 to try and kill me.
I don't know if I've asked you this before, but have you ever seen Ari Shaffir's school for driving school for the round eye impaired?
I don't think so.
Okay, if you got thick skin at home, you should watch that video on YouTube, and I'm going to send you the link. I'm not going to tell you about it on here.
Okay.
I said enough with Joe Quenneville last week.
Yeah.
So
that's a totally different situation now, though, right? Sheldon.
Yeah, but I'm just
after he gets a couple wins, does it change anything?
Yeah.
It's not as loud. I don't know. I don't take back anything I still said about it.
No, me either.
At the time.
I didn't even hear anything.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I pretty much like to think that anything I say here, I'll stand by.
Yeah.
So I'll
And
stand
if
by
I'm
that.
wrong on something, I'll fully admit I'm wrong, but I still don't feel I'm wrong about Sheldon Keefe.
No.
No.
Well, time will tell. Maybe
Sheldon
we're both wrong.
Yeah. Maybe, but Samsonov has looked solid his last 2 games. He's not looking like he did at the beginning of the year.
No.
Like, in the last 2 games against Vancouver, he played very solid. And I'd say it looked like tonight, like, from the highlights I saw, it looks like he played solid. I could be wrong on it, but
Who? Samsonov?
Sam? Yeah.
Yeah,
Some of the
he
highlights,
played
it looks
pretty
like he
good.
made big saves.
Well, he also had quite a few shots against.
Did
Like
he?
it was, well, it was like 20. I'd have to look at the numbers, but when I last looked, it was 22 shots, and he had let 2
Okay,
in.
yeah.
But I mean, the first goal was a penalty shot, and the second goal, like,
Exactly.
it bugs me, man.
Yeah.
Like, Buddy's up at the top of the circle on the right, and Samsonov is already skate blade damn near touching the goalpost down in the butterfly. Like, what are you doing? He was in the butterfly 3 seconds before the shot was taken. Like, what are you doing dropping down like that? Maybe it's just because, like, I look at goalies too much. I don't know. But that goal did piss me off.
Yeah.
Like,
I could see where you're coming from on that, yes. But he's not looking concerning. Like, remember how we were worried? Like, we were worried about him last time. So now it's like I'm not as worried seeing him, but
yeah.
it's still are you gonna make that stop you? Do you have a better goalie that you can get and have Wool?
And I mean, like, maybe another goalie stops that shot but lets in 3 of the saves, or lets in 3 of the shots that Samsonov saved. I mean, at the end of the day, the game happened, and he's an NHL goaltender, and I just get stoned and talk about it. But
so we play like John Kleinberg, you mean? Okay, I know. I have to admit, though, he played good against Vancouver. I didn't see. Did he play tonight? Yeah. I don't know if he played tonight.
I don't know, man. Like, like, it was such a mess once that game started at my house.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate it. I hate afternoon games.
Yeah, and they come back against one. So you know what, when they come back, right? So let me see here. So they come back. When is it? Yeah, so okay, so they play Minnesota 8 a.m. on Sunday. Then they're back on the 24th, and they play in Chicago on Friday again, a week today.
Yeah.
Another 2:00 start.
What was the first game? What was the time for that one?
Today?
No, Sunday.
8 a.m.
What?
Yeah, 8 a.m.
Okay, so
8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's 9 a.m. for you.
You know Kylie and Lucas, eh? The 2 Australians.
Yeah, I met Kylie.
Fuck, we can't all be lucky. Okay, so
I met Kylie at the Leafs game.
Okay, sweet. Do you know Lucas too? He's one of the other Australians. I can't remember his last name right now because I'm big.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I also can't remember why the fuck I'm bringing them up. Oh, 8 o'clock start. Do you realize they do that every Saturday? Every Leafs game, really? How?
8 a.m. start.
Well, when it starts at I think if it starts at 8 here, I think it's 10
I think
there.
they're almost around the same time. I think they're like 23
No.
hours ahead. They're 23 hours ahead, I think.
I think they're 12 hours ahead.
Hey Siri,
Do you got to? Yeah.
what time would it be in Australia right now?
It's 10:06 p.m.
10:06 p.m. in Australia.
10
And what time is it in Australia? Siri, what time would it be in Australia right now?
It's 2:07 p.m. in Canberra, Australia.
There you go. 2:07 p.m.
So yeah, when it's yep, it would be around 10 a.m. in the morning. Well, 9 for you when a game would start for them. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So you wake up and it's like hockey night in Canada, hockey morning in Australia, baby, and hockey midnight in the UK.
Yeah. Wow. That is pretty crazy.
And I complain if I watch like the second game of a doubleheader at work the next morning.
Right?
Canadians aren't that tough. We just don't get cold very easily.
Well, look at what's her Holly. She's in the UK. She stays up till I think it's like 3 in the morning to watch
3 a.m. probably.
Yeah.
And yeah, we complain about.
I know, it's bizarre, right?
We're wimps. They're there.
So the 2 o'clock so Sweden's 5 hours ahead then. Because it was actually a 7 o'clock start there, I think, or 8 o'clock start, something like that, in Sweden for the game.
Okay.
So I believe like 8 o'clock start here, I think is like a 1 or 2 o'clock start in Sweden.
In the morning or the afternoon?
The afternoon in Sweden. Like it would be probably about 2 p.m. their time start for our.
No wonder they're all so good at hockey. They're watching NHL at school.
Yeah. Right?
Weird. But that's cool. Sweden's cool. It was cool to see them even like, I don't know. I love the atmosphere of European arenas, man.
I don't. I didn't like it. It looked kind of cool. I bet it's way more cool to watch the actual game live. Like on Sunday, I'm looking forward to waking up and watching it.
Okay, I was wrong. I used the wrong word. It's not the atmosphere. I love the architecture of European arenas.
That arena does look dope, and I like the bigger rink. I've been actually saying that to people for a while now. Actually, like, how cool would it be to upgrade the rinks now? Players are huge now. Players are absolute like monsters. How much would it open the game if you made it Olympic-sized rinks? Because I'm pretty sure they're like I think they're like 12 feet wider and fuck, I don't even know.
I think it's like 6 feet all around.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, regardless,
I would like to see NHL on the Olympic ice, but at the same time,
you're watching with it, it is bigger ice.
Yeah.
Like these.
Well, I would like to see it full time, but like it's gonna you're almost going to have to, like, in a year, you're going to have to look at the rules again because, like, I just feel like that big ice surface, it's going to create problems in the game.
Yeah, but think
Like, either someone like Ryan Reeves isn't going to be able to skate from one end to the other, so he's just going to slash someone in the clavicle, or like Connor McDavid's going to score 20 goals in a game because, like, he's got
look at all the open ice
extra feet.
Yeah, all the open extra ice, and like,
so they're gonna do something like, yeah, like if you're up by 7, we're gonna run the time like you're in Timbits again because the ice is so big, and Connor McDavid just keeps taking it from fucking red line to red line.
Yeah. So they actually remember we had discussion when you were on that other podcast with me, that Ringside Chatter podcast.
I don't remember much.
Remember we were talking about 3-on-3. Remember that it was after 3-on-3 overtime, right? And remember, the NHL is actually looking at that right now.
Yeah, because they watch our podcast.
Yeah.
They definitely do.
Yeah. They're actually looking at changing that rule to like an over and back. Like it becomes a whistle when you come back over past the red line, or a shot clock. They said that both theories, that we were talking about both of them. Remember, we were talking, me and you. I think you said the shot clock, and I said you're not allowed to go past the red line when we were on Ringside. When we
one of the two. Like I remember, I remember that conversation though.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, by the way,
shot clock.
Yeah, if you do want to check that out too, you can check that out. Ringside Chatter. Remember being on that? They're good, the boys.
Check it out. That was fun. They're a little more professional than us.
Yeah, I don't get quite as stoned when I go on there, no.
No, I noticed. I kind of felt out of place with a Budweiser in one hand and my bong in the other.
I was drinking. I have a drink, like right now.
Fuck, I forgot.
Grab your drinky poo.
Bottoms up, bitches.
Yeah. So let's just appreciate all those jerseys you have in the back. I see a Marner jersey. I see a Matthews jersey. Is that a St. Louis jersey I see in the back?
Yeah, Jake Allen.
Okay.
And Nathan McKinnon, because they're East Coasters.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic, the second best white player in the NBA. Matthews and Marner, I call that Eminem. And this bitch right here, my sister got me that for my birthday years and years ago. That's a Nathan Scott jersey from One Tree Hill.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and then right here, goddamn, where is it?
Paul Letterkenny. Dope. So that was actually happened. So Letterkenny actually, when I lived in Kitchener, it's not far from Kitchener. I lived up in Kitchener, Ontario.
That drink's hitting. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, keep going. Kitchener.
So, yeah, when I lived up in Kitchener, it's not that far from there. Yeah, and then the other, I don't know, I never really got into the other one either.
Shoresy?
Yeah.
I started it. It's not bad. It's like, it's not Letterkenny. Like, I didn't want to watch it because I was like, I already watched Letterkenny, and I feel like it's just going to be the same thing, but from the hockey player's perspective.
Yeah.
But it's just a show about Shoresy after Letterkenny. Like, when he goes on to play, like, senior whale shit hockey.
Yeah.
He ends up leaving Letterkenny, and it's all different people. Like, you don't see the same people. It's like a different show, and it's really well done. I like it. But
I tried watching it with Emily, though. So that could be a huge reason.
Are we going to get to that topic?
What topic? The
wives? What our wives make us watch?
No, we're gonna wait on that one.
Okay, good.
We're gonna finish.
That's why I was late. That's why I was late.
Yeah.
because she was making me watch the ultimatum. But anyway, Edmonton's coach, the one with the Dick last name, he got fired.
I want to see if they have that picture. I want to see if they saved it. I saw it. I don't know. I didn't save it. But last 4.
You know what picture I did save?
What's
the cuss
that?
on the duck one. It took me a couple minutes to get it, but
Yeah.
once I did, I died.
I know. I was waiting for you to text me being like, what is it? Okay, yeah, so yeah,
still
so the
looking
current
for
coach
something?
right now, yes, so the current coach right now is, I don't even remember how to pronounce his name.
Is it French?
No, 1 second.
I'd just look it up. I had it in my notes, but they're on my phone, and if I look it up, I'm gone.
Yeah. Okay, so the Edmonton coach, Chris Knobloch. Okay.
What did you just say?
Chris Knobloch.
Chris?
Knobloch.
That's who's coaching them right now?
Yeah. Okay, so
no, it's
I
not.
saw a meme. It said the last 4 coaches of Edmonton all kind of sound like different names for a penis. So we got Chris Knobloch for number 1. Okay.
Kinda. They kinda.
Yeah.
Sound
Okay.
like
Knob. Like a knob.
it definitely sounds like a penis, not kinda.
Yeah. Okay. Second, we have Jay Woodcroft.
Woodcroft.
Yeah, we got Wood. Yeah.
Good morning.
So just before him, Dave Tippett. Tip.
Oh.
And then Ken Hitchcock.
Ken Hitchcock. Wow, that's friggin' insane. Wow. Wow. I don't even know what to say, man. Like, what?
They do it on purpose. So
what a bunch of dicks.
So what was your first opinion on the coach besides the funny name? What was your opinion? So he was Connor McDavid's junior coach. So I'm pretty sure when he was in Barrie.
My first opinion, I don't really want to share because I told my boss isn't we shoot the shit about hockey, but he's not as into it as me, and I can just kind of tell that sometimes he's saying yup.
Yeah, exactly.
But a conversation I had with him that I was basically just having with myself was I compared this to Sheldon Keefe. I hate when people bring a junior coach or a semi-pro coach into the show and they're like, this is Connor McDavid's coaching the juniors, so we're expecting big things. Like, if you're coaching in the juniors, that doesn't always mean you're gonna know what you're doing coming up and coaching Connor McDavid in Edmonton. But then he shut my fucking mouth by winning the first game and Connor McDavid ending his 8-game score.
Did they win again though? I can't remember. Did they play tonight?
I
think they played tonight.
Sure. My day's been messed up, man. My week was I had 2 rough weeks. I didn't catch too much sports.
Yeah, and it's hard being a dad to get all of that stuff too.
Yeah, especially, man.
Yeah. So we have some games right now. We got Buffalo and Winnipeg. Who do you think's winning that in the third period right now?
Who do I think is winning, or who do I
Yeah.
have winning the game?
Who do you think's winning right now?
Buffalo.
Oh, it's 3-2 Winnipeg right now.
Fuck my life. Well, I hope Buffalo wins. What's the next game?
And then we have Florida Anaheim right now, and it's tied 0-0 in the first.
I hope Anaheim wins.
That would be pretty
And
good.
I hope
Anaheim's off to a
has
hot
hat
start,
trick.
dude.
Man, I
Anaheim's
love
off to a
Anaheim.
hot start.
You can't be a 90s kid and not love Anaheim if you're a hockey fan. You can't.
Okay, that's because... Is that more because of the Mighty Ducks franchise?
Yeah. And
I
Paul
played
Curry
a
and
large
Solana.
part. Like, yeah. Like that movie was iconic to us kids at that time.
Without the movie, the team doesn't exist.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, Disney bought the team because of that reason.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
and I hate that they're just the Ducks now. Like the new when they wear their orange, like I get it, Orange County, when they wear their orange jerseys or their black and orange or their black and gold and orange or whatever the fuck they are, when they wear those, I am not an Anaheim Ducks fan, but I do like Zegras. When they wear their old school teal, purple stuff,
Yeah.
I'm automatically a kid again as soon as they step out onto the ice. Those 30 anniversary jerseys they have this year, I think that's the year. Is it 30?
That purple one with the duck, man, that one was so...
That is
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
But
even if they would use, remember like the original on the very first movie, remember that jersey, that duck jersey,
the
green one? Yeah.
Oh man, that's a beautiful jersey too.
That'd be dope if they wore those.
Iconic. But I think since they're not owned by Disney anymore, they wouldn't be able to.
They are owned by Disney, so yeah, Disney won't sell the rights to it.
Yeah, because are they owned by Disney again?
Yeah,
I didn't think so. They are?
No, not owned by Disney, but Disney owns that logo.
Yeah, Disney owns the logo. Yeah.
So like,
yeah, there's just some teams you can't hate as a 90s kid. And the Ducks are one of them. Also the Devils. You can't hate the Devils.
I was never a Devils fan.
Well, fucking prove me wrong then.
Yeah.
You can hate the Devils. I love the Devils just because of Brodeur.
I fucking hated Brodeur. Like, I appreciate how good he was, but like, I just remember him pissing me off against the Leafs all the fucking time. Him?
Yeah.
And Ryan Miller was one.
Oh, we had a tough time against Miller, man. I remember being so upset
against him. And Hasek.
And
I remember just like,
Urbe.
it's just been goalies that have been haunting Toronto for how long?
Artur Urbe from the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah.
He was hard to beat. And you know what? Fun fact, even though I don't really use my real name on here that often, Artur Urbe's backup when they beat out the Leafs in, I think, 2004 was Tyler Moss.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a friend of mine too. We met we connected on Facebook because we had the same name. He if you look it up, there's a video from that year. Look up Tyler Moss Falls. There's a video of Artur Urbe coming off the ice with Tyler Moss after a game in Carolina, and when he steps off the ice, he steps onto the mat where the Zamboni comes off, and he eats shit onto his ass.
Oh, I think I know that video.
Yeah, it's hilarious. When I was in high school, because I was a goalie, right? Everyone used to send me that when Facebook was just starting out.
The fuck? I'm not even going to share that tweet. I just went on Twitter to see if there's anything from insiders, and someone posted one of those anonymous questions. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people when they send things into those, like, girls.
What was
But
your
anyway.
anonymous quest?
Yeah. So we kind of got into it a little bit before, but we kind of went back on the Edmonton thing. Connor McDavid. Going scoreless.
You mean
goals. He was getting goals.
Connor McDavid? Because that's how many O's were in the last score sheet. He had 8 times.
8 games.
Connor McDavid.
So
you'll get that one on the ride home,
McDavid,
folks.
and you'd still never, ever, ever, ever count him out. But
well, no. Yeah, he just needed a new coach.
How many coaches is he going to have?
Like in his lifetime or this year?
In his career, yeah, in the NHL.
Well, it depends on how loyal he is to the organization.
I think this has to be like the set. How many? Coaches?
But like a player like that, I feel like if he says I want a new coach, he gets a new coach. Like, look, he wasn't showing up to practice. Bam, new coach. Like, is he as what's the word?
What's looking here? So, when was Connor McDavid drafted?
And
2015, right?
2015 or 16?
Yeah. So he would have started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is his 5th coach. Because he wouldn't have had Dallas Eakins 2013-14 to 2014-15. So that would have been the year that he would have got fired, and then Todd Nelson was hired. Maybe Todd Nelson? No. Todd Nelson only lasted a year. That would have been the end of the year, I think, actually. But yeah, like, he's gone through a lot of coaches.
Does someone have to puke in this house every time we do a show?
Seriously?
It's just the cat, but I'm still pissed off about it.
Okay, I was gonna say though, it's like one of your kids. I was like, God.
No, but that did happen earlier today. I guess I wasn't home for it. I was at work, but my wife said it wasn't very fun.
Yeah, no, Dave, it never is. Okay,
yeah,
that's
the thing about big families too. Is like
someone's sick, then the whole house gets sick.
One gets it, and you basically can just like watch it trickle down within like a week. Everyone's had it, and then by the time it's gone, the person who got it the first time has already caught something else.
Jeez, that's rough.
Yeah. Like, there's been times I've been sick for like a month straight, and as soon as I start to feel better, I see Cedric starting to get the sniffle, and I'm like, oh, no way. And then in 2 days, I'm sick again.
Fuck. I know, I've gotten sick twice. But man, I haven't been sick in forever.
Yeah, welcome to being a dad, Dusty. So, Connor McDavid's coaches, do you think this is a coach to win the Stanley Cup, or...
I don't know much about this coach, to be honest.
Me either. I've never even heard his name. All I know is he coached Connor McDavid in junior, but
I think he was the AHL coach. I think he was the AHL coach. Bakersfield,
of the Condors?
I believe is theirs. Yeah.
Bakersfield Condors? Yeah. Okay. So they just traded Jack Campbell for him. Okay, I get you.
Is that actually Jack Campbell's?
What?
Okay. Jack Campbell's in Bakersfield, yeah, and he's still getting shelled.
Yeah, well, he's I hate hating on that guy. He's such a fucking gem. if you could take Patrick Waugh and his ability in the net and combine it with Jack Campbell's personality, you would have a perfect human. But he is a nice guy, and he lets in 26 goals every 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
True. I'd hate to be one of the Leafs Forever or Leafs Nation fans. What is it now? Is Leafs Nation or Leafs Forever? I see the hashtag is Leafs Forever all the time. Anyway.
Yeah, it's at least Forever is the hashtag on Twitter. Yes.
There's still people on there that are like Campbell soup fans, like Campbell fans, and they're like they bought his jersey as a Leaf.
I have his jersey.
Yeah, see, you bought his jersey.
I won it. I didn't buy it. I won it.
But
yeah, it sucked, man.
He had so much promise. He came out at like that year after COVID, and like I was a Campbell fan. Like even when he was a backup to Anderson, I loved Campbell. How can you not love him? He's such a fucking lovable guy, and at the time he was able to stop a puck.
Dude, I met him.
Yeah, I know. You sent me the picture. Yeah.
Yeah. So I met him. Actually, it was on my birthday too. Right?
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck? That was so random.
Yeah, sometimes I pretend I was there.
Yeah. Put your photo in there, Photoshop it in.
Yeah, Photoshop it in. Make it the cover photo for Puck and Stoner Dad. Did you ever see the TikTok I made about Jack Campbell?
No.
He was in an interview and they asked him what they do in the dressing room to get prepared, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know, like laugh and joke and laugh and stuff."
Yeah.
And then he goes, and I had made a TikTok, and on the top it had said, "When my wife asks what me and the boys are doing during the sesh." And then it's Jack Campbell looking cooked as fuck after a game saying, "Oh, we just laugh and joke and laugh and stuff." Man, I threw that on Instagram when I had an Instagram, and that went viral for a good minute.
Did it? That's great.
Yeah, like 5,000 views in the first hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's yeah, Instagram's a hard one to crack.
I fucking had it down. When I had my Instagram, I had that down to a science.
Yeah.
I had like 20,000 followers.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah, like I would do lives and stuff. Like it was cool. A lot of people wanted to see me do a bong rips, but my dumb ass didn't have not for sale in the bio. Like
that's why they ban you?
What?
They ban you?
Yeah. Like permanently.
Really?
Like I've even tried to reappeal it many times and it's still banned.
Because you didn't have not for sale.
Yeah, so they thought I was just trying to peddle weed. Because that's what most people do there.
Oh, yeah?
It's not like Twitter, man.
Hmm.
The weed scene on Instagram, you kind of have to be quiet about it. It's not as bad as TikTok. Yeah, you can smoke it, but you can't.
I couldn't even put stoner in their TikTok.
Exactly. But like on Twitter, I could message you straight up and be like, "You want to buy an ounce of ice?"
Yeah.
And no one would bat an eye. Like, because it's an inbox, no one knows. But like it on Instagram, if you post a post with some weed and it doesn't even say anything about being for sale, but you don't put not for sale in the hashtag, Bye.
Wow.
That's why you'll see accounts like stoner accounts that are like 2.0. My account got shut down at 65,000. Help me get there. And they got like 5,000 followers.
Yeah.
And it's like a backup account. It's because they didn't have not for sale. And you'll always see in big capital letters in the second bio, not for fucking sale. Yeah.
Jeez. That's so, I don't know. That's ridiculous.
Thanks, Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Elon Musk don't care about drugs. He just wants you to buy an electric car, vehicle.
You might want electric videos, who knows?
Remember Blockbuster?
Fuck yeah, man. Going Friday nights. Grabbing a couple movies or a game even, maybe the odd time.
In my hometown, we didn't have a Blockbuster, but we had a Wishing Well, which was just like a really cheap version of it.
Yeah, so
like
we had so this place, it was really called old. Video 99.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't think it's the same as you guys, but I'm pretty sure we have like an old one somewhere here in Moncton. It's not like the same though. It's probably just the same name, but there's a Video 99 somewhere in Moncton. I've seen one.
So there used to be this cool one I used to go to, and it was like all like on your kind of like rare movies. So you could find like, we used to go and watch like get like horror movies.
Yeah.
Just to watch and rent like all these random ass ones.
Horror movies are great.
Yeah.
Actually, I watched them. You told me to tell you about the movie I watched.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. Oh no, I remember now. It's called Old.
Old. Okay.
And it's about man. Can I even tell you about it? Like, what if someone wants to watch it and they're watching this and they're like, "Fuck this guy! You just ruined everything."
Can you kind of summarize it without giving away spoilers?
Oh man, I'm gonna ADHD the fuck out of this.
Or just so like you say you recommending a movie called Old. Where can I find this movie?
Netflix.
Netflix, and it's called Old. Okay. And so
basically, a brief synopsis with no spoilers would be a couple groups, like families, go on a vacation. And you know how on a vacation, well, like, have you ever gone like to Cuba or the Dominican?
I've never actually traveled. But like I've been on like family vacations, like cottages and shit like that. But
okay, so like I haven't really traveled either, but my wife has a lot, and she's told me that like basically if you go to a resort, like most resorts have an itinerary that you can like sign up for different things. So like there's like ATV rides or safaris or like go for a tour to see historic landmarks and stuff. And so these guys all sign up for the same thing. And it's a day on.
I think I know the one you're talking about now.
Yeah, it's a day on the beach.
Yeah, and they go on this random beach and it ages them, right?
It ages them rapidly, and they can't, if they try to escape, they just black out and fall over. And then everyone has to drag them back to a safe spot. It was a good movie.
Wow. Okay. I might have to check that one out.
Yeah, I liked it a lot, and I'm pretty picky with movies. Okay.
So we got that. What show are we watching right now?
So I was late because Me and my wife were watching
No,
The Ultimatum.
not the wife, not the wife. What show are you like? Do you like watching right now? We'll get to them.
I get to talk about me?
Yeah. What show?
Oh man, see with my
Are you more of
ADHD.
a like I want to put a movie on?
Well, no, I don't watch a movie by myself because I can't. My ADHD, I can't focus.
Yeah,
I
feel you
need
there.
sitcoms because it's 20 minutes. It's got my attention, and
Yeah.
it's full of dopamine.
Yeah.
A movie, like I could like smoke a bowl, right? Put on a movie, and then there's fucking sketchy scene or something. Like if it's a horror movie, I'm prepared for it. But like, what if I'm like baked and like I'm watching a rom-com because I didn't know it was a rom-com, and then something bad happens, then I'm crying. Like, who wants that? I'd rather just watch a sitcom, not a rom-com.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
So
have you watched Oppenheimer yet?
I hear something slamming on my front door. I'm gonna go check it. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah. No worries. So he's gone.
It's just the wind. Okay.
Oh.
So what am I watching for shows?
No, I said you've heard of the movie Oppenheimer, right?
Heard of it? Yeah.
Have
But
you
I
watched
haven't
it
seen
yet?
it.
No. So
No.
it just came on my Android box.
Okay.
So I'm gonna watch that. I'm really excited to watch that.
Sweet. Was it you or someone else that recommended a movie to me today? It was my buddy actually, and I can't remember what it was called. Damn it.
I know that's the problem, right? You ask people for recommendations, and then you're like,
yeah,
you
like
look a fat bowl, and you're like, oh, what was I told to watch? Fuck it, I'm just
my
gonna.
memory's good, man, but it's not long.
Yeah, so when I go to put a show on at night, I can't sleep, and I'm like just watching TV. My go-to is How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Or Criminal Minds.
Man, as a kid, I loved Criminal Minds, and I've given it a couple chances.
Yeah.
But as an adult, yeah, I've tried to rewatch it. As a kid, I loved it. As an adult, I try to rewatch it, and it's just like it might be because it's like 40 minutes, but like I'll get halfway through, and then I'm like, what was I watching again?
Yeah, it's because you get too stoned.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Definitely it.
That's definitely it. I blame it on ADHD, but it's definitely probably something to do with that too, to be honest. It's a little bit of one and a lot of the other.
Yeah, so no other movie recommendations?
No, but favorite episode of How I Met Your Mother?
The trilogy one's a pretty good one. Where they watch a trilogy every 3 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one's a pretty good
one. On Thanksgiving. That's a Slapsgiving episode, isn't it?
No. So it's the episode they watched the trilogy of Star Wars every 3 years.
I know that.
Yeah, that wasn't a Thanksgiving one.
It wasn't a Thanksgiving one? I thought it was. No. I was sure they watched it on Thanksgiving. Man, it's been like a couple of years since I've watched it, though.
Has it? I kind of had it rewatching it every once in a while. I'll throw a couple episodes on.
Like I've thrown a couple episodes on. Like, man, last month I watched an episode or two, but like, man, from probably 16 years old, because I think I was 16 or 17 when it came out.
Yeah.
I watched every episode over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Just binge watched it until the show ended. Because like when the series would end, or the season would end,
Yeah.
I would literally have anxiety. So I'd have to rewatch the season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I just wanted to know who the mother was.
Yeah.
Like, and that show would it was famous for, man, for the longest time I thought it was Victoria.
Yeah, it I didn't like the way they ended it, really.
I'll tell you one thing, okay? I didn't like the ending the first time. But then they came out with the alternate ending. Did you see that?
I don't think I did see that.
Okay, you should watch it because if anything, it's going to make you appreciate the first ending more.
Yeah?
Yeah, because like it's the exact same episode, but the whole recap at the end where he's like, then your mother got sick, they just scrap it. So Barney ends up, there's no divorce. Barney and Robin there's no happily ever after either. It just ends blank. And Ted just ends up with the mother. She lived happily ever after. Robin or Marshall and Lily, same thing. It cuts out the emotional last 20 minutes. Where he's like, then your mother got sick. Yeah, it just cuts that out. It wasn't even an alternate ending. It was just like a bullshit ending to make everyone shut up. And I watched it, and at the end, I was like, wow. So I watched an interview about it with the guys who wrote it, and they said, listen, a lot of people didn't like the ending, but the show's called How I Met Your Mother. It's not called How I Met Your Mother and Lived with Her for 50 years. The show had to end when he met her, and we chose to kill her off. That's what we did. And I learned to appreciate it a little more that way, because if you watch the butchered little alternate ending, man, it feels so empty. And like everyone wanted him with Robin.
Well, that's basically like how it went for that movie. Or not the movie.
It started with a blue French horn. It ended with a blue French horn.
And it was all about her.
So, yeah. So,
and even the kids on it said it, like the story was not about that. It was about how he was in love with Robin at the end, right? And then he shows
basically,
up. Yeah.
But my next question is, who would you say is the worst girlfriend Ted had?
Definitely Stella.
Stella.
Yeah.
Okay, she's on my list. Okay. Are you coming back? Okay. I'll see you later. Just one sec.
No problem. So yeah, definitely Stella for me. She left him at the altar, which I think is wrong. I don't know. That'd be heartbreaking. I get she can feel what she wants to feel, but
See you when you get home.
Yeah.
Okay, so Stella.
I was just saying again, and I'll repeat myself because you were gone. So Stella, she left him at the altar. Like I get like the feelings with the ex. I don't know. I think that's a horrible thing to do to somebody. Leave him at the altar. Kind of, isn't that what like I get that everyone has that fear, but I don't know. That would not make me ever want to date someone again.
Yeah. And for Tony.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking douche.
Yeah. Also, Jeanette.
Yeah, that chick was pretty crazy.
Yep. And then
she definitely was. She was nuts.
The one I hated most, Zoe.
I didn't hate Zoe per se.
She was so annoying, man. Like everything
She was
Ted
annoying,
did, she
yeah.
was like, "Save the Arcadian."
Yeah, that's true. Brandon Montour and Aaron Ekblad made their season debuts tonight. But yeah, okay. So, you asked me what was your favorite episode?
Oh, I have to pick one, eh? This is kind of sick and twisted, but there's a reason why it's my favorite. When Marshall's dad dies,
Okay.
but it's just the cleverness. Like, did you see the countdown?
Yeah.
How they've
I saw
started
the
at
video.
the start at
Mhm.
what?
I said I saw the video. It pointed. It started.
Oh,
at
the
what, like,
video of it.
yeah.
It started at 50 and goes all the way to 1, and then when the taxi pulls up and Lily gets out to talk to Marshall,
Yeah.
and that's when it hits the taxi number is number 1, and then she gets out and tells him that his dad dies, and then he breaks down, and it breaks your heart, and you cry every time. But yeah, it's one of my favorite episodes just because of the way they wrote it.
Yeah, the writers did a really good job on
Yeah.
that series.
But another one is I like the episode where Ted gets in an argument with them about how to say encyclopedia,
Encyclopedia.
and then he has his ball on a chain,
Yeah.
and he whacks the wall, and the whole thing falls down.
When they're doing the
talking.
move out thing, they're doing
Yeah,
like
when
the
they're
move outing of the place.
Yeah, they're talking about all the good times they had.
Yeah, Marshall and Lily when they moved into the place.
Yeah,
And Ted moved out.
yeah.
Yeah, that episode was pretty funny. And Barney punched a hole in the wall.
Yeah, because Robin and Lily stopped fighting.
Yeah.
They broke up the chick fight. He's like, "No, you never break up a chick fight." Oh!
Yeah.
That's the one where Robin's like, "Oh yeah, Lily, you want me to give you summer teeth? Summer here, summer there."
Because they're playing hockey.
Yeah. She's got the Vancouver Canucks jersey on. I think it's a Burrows jersey. Not quite sure.
Burrow or Naslin?
Naslin. It's Naslin. I think she's got two. I think in that episode, it's a Naslin jersey because that was pretty early on, and then in the 9th season during the wedding, she has a Burrows jersey on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that show at all.
No,
it's not my favorite show ever.
So I know we like watching that. So now we can go back to what we were going to talk. So what shows are the wives watching?
I'm so glad my wife just went out. That's why she came out. She was like, and I look over because she scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
And she's like, Robin, one of our friends, she's like, Robin's really drunk and they're coming to pick me up. And it's like midnight and she was asleep. And I was like, okay. And she's like, is that okay with you? I don't give a shit. Yeah, give her. And then, she took off to go hang out with them. But now I can fucking... Let me check the stairs and make sure she's not standing there. Thank God.
What?
Now I can talk about what she's making me watch. So we've had healthy amount of ultimatum lately. We started Love is Blind,
Oh,
the latest
God.
season.
Yeah.
I even think we finished it, but like I think I fell asleep. I really hope she doesn't rewatch these. Anyway, Love is Blind and anything Nick Lachey.
Yep.
Anything Nick Lachey. Basically, I think he's sitting there at home and he's like, okay, so I sold records worldwide. All right. I'm in one of the top 5 boy bands in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Married Jessica Simpson.
Yep. Got
Left
divorced by
her.
Jessica Simpson.
Yeah. And then married some old chick. I think I'm going to just fuck with the divorce statistics. Let's jack it right up. Let's make reality shows. My wife's still here. She's standing down the hall.
Uh-oh.
She just heard my speech about Nick Lachey, and she gave me a
dirty look.
Not dirty, like a.
You talking shit?
Yeah. But Nick Lachey his mission is to ruin the marriage statistics in North America.
So, yeah, he's the ultimatum. That one I've watched.
He's Love is Blind.
Yeah, I've watched that one.
Did you do Too Hot to Handle?
I don't think we watched that one. We were watching Bachelor in Paradise.
Not as good.
Bachelor in Paradise?
No.
And
we've never watched
Love Island Games is the one she's watching now.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we've watched that one before. That's the one with the robot that talks, right?
Dude, I'm on my phone half the time.
I hope your wife doesn't watch this.
Well, she knows that. She sees me. But yeah, I told her, I was like, yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that tonight, like your shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I act like I hate them for the views that we don't get. But to be honest, Ultimatum and Love is Blind are guilty pleasures. Just because it's kind of dramatic and I get a chuckle.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll have to clip that.
There's a lot of backstabbing and he said, she said, and it's just funny to watch.
There is, but man, like when I watch, all I think about it, like the guys especially on these shows, it's like they're like Captain Douche of every fucking high school.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
It's like, man, you are more into yourself and look at yourself in the mirror than you are probably these girls.
I don't know what it is, but like I like she'll show me the show and at first I'm like, but then like I just get into it. Like I start to think it's not good, but what?
It's the drama of it.
It's the drama. It's fun to see. It's like the screaming and the girls getting wide-eyed and like,
oh yeah, getting all fired up, ready to throw down, like
drinking wine out of the Nick Lachey brass goblet.
They protect themselves better than the Leafs.
The Circle, that one's good too.
Is it?
No, it's not actually good, but it's kind of funny.
I don't think I've watched that one. I don't think
it's
so.
It's like a social media show.
Okay.
They're basically all in different rooms and they can only use a computer to communicate with each other. And it's like a reality TV show through social media where you have to guess if the person you're talking to is real or a catfish.
Oh fuck.
They're coming out with everything.
Oh man, I know, it's sad.
There's that show where you're not allowed to kiss and the robot tells on you if you do. That's
Yeah.
either Love Island or Too Hot to Handle. I can't remember.
Okay.
But
So,
yeah, I think Nick Lachey is behind more than half of these.
oh, probably. More than likely, yeah. Who knows, man? Like, it all looks like the same fucking douchey guy that hosts all these shows.
Yeah, and like a lot of the, I don't know if it's just a Netflix celebrity thing, but like a lot of the actors and actresses are even repeats. Like you'll see this girl Francesca on 3 different Nick Lachey shows, and yet they're randomly picked.
Yep, and you'll see that. I don't know. I watch it and it goes, oh yeah, I was on this season of this, and it's like, huh? I'm kind of lost. I'm not caught up in all the latest ones, I guess, but
There's a lot of them, man. They don't run out. There's a new Netflix reality show every week, I think.
Oh, probably, man. Like, it's what sells right now is reality TV, and it's a large part to do with it was because of remember, like, the writer strike, how they just ended.
Yeah,
They had a writer strike, yeah, with like writers and actors and that, and they were all on strike. So reality TV, you don't need writers, you don't need any of that shit. You just kind of throw a bunch of people and like they'll start drama, and then you start kind of stuff too within that, and some of it probably is obviously scripted.
I think a lot of it is.
Yeah, but still, like, it's not actors. They all have the same premise: get a bunch of people together that are stupid good looking, and they all just hook up with each other.
Yeah, and then 6 episodes in, they all hate each other. And
Not even just that, like, so these shows are marketed towards women, and it's like all this hookup culture and shit, man. That's all it's doing. It's all it's doing is encouraging hookup culture, and that's why
divorce.
Yeah, divorce, and exactly. You see all this, people just want to hook up and have fun all the time, and blah blah blah. This is the highlight, blah blah blah. They keep showing all this shit. It's not reality. How is that reality TV? It's not anything to do with reality.
Well, I mean, like, we also live in a world where you ask a kid right now what they want to be.
A YouTuber.
YouTuber.
Or TikToker. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to be like Ryan, or I want to be like Mikey and JJ.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play video games and have people view me.
Yeah, like, and then what did we all want? Like, when we were growing up, people wanted to be firemen and doctor, lawyer, teacher.
Yeah, I actually, what's funny is I wanted to be a cop, and when we were kids, like I was maybe grade 4, we had to do a project, and we had to interview someone who was in the occupation that we wanted to be, and I had to call the police station and ask if I could interview a police officer, and I was just in grade 4, and I was just shaking, man. And the cop, he was super chill. The interview went great. And he had me chilled out. I wasn't shaking anymore. Like, my hand, I remember looking at the phone because it kept almost slipping out of my hand, and the phone was soaked. I was sweating because I had never talked on the phone with anyone but a family member at that point, or a friend from school, but not like a police officer. And after the interview, he's like, "Do you mind if I interview you?" just playing around because I was a kid. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And he's like, why do you want to be a police officer? And then I said, so I can help people. He's like, okay, what's your favorite color? And I said, I don't really have a favorite color because I can't see colors. This bitch. Oh, you can't see colors? Yeah. Oh, you'll never be a police officer.
Yeah, I forgot you're colorblind, aren't you?
Yeah. He told me that. As a little kid, he said, oh, you'll never be a police officer.
These use honest. Yeah. So I want to try and
Yeah,
show you something. I want to try and show you something right now. I just saw a video and it looked really cool. Sheldon Keefe reading the lineups for today. All right. So
okay.
this, this.
Okay, there we
You see
go.
it?
Hall of Famer,
Yeah.
captain, all-time leading scorer, Matt Sundin. Come in here and get started. Let's go, boys.
Oh, wow.
Keep doing what you're doing, guys. Samsonov in net. Riley. Lagerson. Nylander. Jan Kruk. And Domi, boys. Go! One unit, guys. Make us proud, guys. Have a great day.
There we go.
Let's go, boys.
Fucking yeah.
That's crazy, eh?
Yeah. Man,
That's so
he's
cool.
like that. Wow. On my walls in my room when I was a kid, every inch of that wall, you couldn't see what color the room was. It was a hockey poster.
Yeah,
And I must have had probably 15 of Matt Sundin.
man, like he was so good.
He was.
Sundin. Like he was
It's a
so
shame.
dominant. Yeah. Such a shame we could never find him a winger.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what bugs me about this, right? Like it's okay, well, there we go. That's what bugs me about it now is that we have that center and you have that winger and you have another winger in Willie and you have another center in JT.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, maybe they're not as good as we think they are.
Jesus, what the hell?
Hey, that was a loud noise. I
Yeah.
even heard that.
I don't hear crying, so I won't investigate. But I don't know if they're not as good or if they just don't want to be.
Yeah.
It's like everyone was talking at the beginning of this year, and they're still talking about it, like how quiet the Scotiabank Arena is.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember Ray Ferraro doing an interview, I think 2 years ago, where he was talking about how quiet the bench is.
And you can see it, how quiet the bench is.
It was with your purse. Oh, great. I lost her wallet.
You what?
I lost my wife's wallet.
How'd you
she
do
found
that?
it. Well, she sent me to the store earlier, and I just with everything.
And you lost her wallet, bud.
She found it. Plus, I bet you her ID is not there.
Mm.
Issues.
Ugh.
But yeah, I don't know. So Leafs in 6, right?
Yeah. So, right about an hour and 15. Do you want to call it now?
Oh, we can do that, sure. Well, we're gonna hit an hour 30 next.
Yeah, we can do that. We can. kind of go. Thing is, like we'll have only basically another 2 Leaf games to talk about. We can do
Do
that.
what?
We'll have 2 more Leaf games to talk about.
2 more Leaf games?
Yeah, the one on Sunday and then the one on Friday.
Oh, you mean next episode? I thought you meant right
Yeah.
now. I was confused because there was no Leafs hockey.
No, we might.
Yeah,
we might have a
sure.
trade. We can maybe if there's a trade this week, we can do a video about it because we can record
sounds
on
good.
here. We can just do it as a video though.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Alrighty, I want to thank everyone for coming out and everyone on Spotify and Apple for listening. And if you're listening, check us out on those platforms. Ginger, where can we find you, buddy?
You cut out on the last part.
So what socials can we find you at?
On me?
Yeah.
Oh, I just used Titter.
Twitter.
Twitter.
Tweeter.
Tweeter. It's right there, Ginger Claus 420.
Yeah, in this area, and you can find me on Twitter as well. Oops, right there, Dusty McDuster. Come check us out, and thanks for stopping by. And don't forget to subscribe and like if you're on YouTube.
Yeah,
and
check
follow
us out on
Spotify.
all those.
Yeah, check us out on your socials. All right, everyone. Have a good rest of your night, and we'll check you later.
Listen to